Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Life with Amber. So today I'll be making my pot roast with you all. I'm super excited for this meal because I've been wanting to make it for quite some time since it's been cold in Michigan, but I haven't got a chance to do it yet. So today's the day. So I'm gonna be walking through the steps that I do to prepare my pot roast. I'm gonna be making it for tomorrow's dinner, but every time I make a pot roast, I prep it the day before, and then that way I can just cook it in my crock pot the morning of the day we'll eat it. So I'll walk you all through kind of my steps in the process, and hopefully you can make a delicious pot roast too at home. So if you want to look at my ingredients here, we have the actual beef chuck roast. It's been in the fridge for a couple days, so don't mind the little brownie, but it'll be delicious. I'm glad we're making it today because it's time to make it. We have our seasoning here. And I just use seasoning salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and some black pepper. And then we have the ingredients that we'll put in the roast, which is the secret ingredient of mine, which is a cream of mushroom. I'll put some onion, a whole onion, some baby carrots, potatoes, and celery. So those are my ingredients. Very simple. I'll be using all of these and kind of step by step on how I prep it. So the first thing I'll do is wash my ingredients, wash my vegetables, and chop them up. So here I go. So I'll take my celery here. And I don't need all of my celery, but you can kind of, depending on what size crock pot you have, you can really eyeball how much veggies you'll need. My crock pot isn't huge, so I'll probably go with about 5 stems, and that'll be good there. But definitely make sure you wash your veggies, because obviously, like, look at the celery, it's like has right from the root, so it's dirty. So we'll wash that, and then we'll rinse off our carrots. And then we'll rinse off our potatoes too. There's a little bowl here. And again, I'll eyeball a few potatoes that I think will fit in the pot. Because not everything will fit sometimes. I'm gonna cut my potatoes and have their little baby, little baby potatoes here. So I think they're really good for dishes like this, or roasting potatoes, or anything like that. If you do have the larger potatoes, you can use those as well. Just cut them up in a little bit smaller pieces. So we're gonna rinse off our potatoes and our carrots and our celery. So you can follow me to this. Now that we have all of our veggies clean, I'm just going ahead and chop up our veggies. And I guess I'll start with our onion first. Actually, let me grab a plate here. And so for the pot roast, everything doesn't necessarily have to be super fine or super diced. You can have like a rough chop because you'll want those like chunks of onion, those chunks of potatoes kind of in that roast, in that broth. So here I just cut off the two edges of my onion, did a little cut, and I'm peeling. So that's how I peel my onions there. Yeah, we're just gonna rough chop this. No particular size. Alright, so there's our onion. Perfect. So now I'll cut our celery, which let me grab another plate for. And those ends there, we don't want, so we cut the ends right on off and discard. The green is the perfect part of the vegetable here, so that's why you want to keep that. And sometimes I may trim the top there, but we can eat that, so don't y'all worry. But for our celery, again, we're just gonna give it a rough chop and get those celery pieces in there in that roast. We're gonna get that onto the plate. There. And then stuff like this, obviously you don't want the little stems in there, so definitely cut that right off. This one's too small. For my non-experienced knife cutters, please tuck your finger in. As such, tuck your finger in. Do not cut like this, because once your finger slip and you go down and you cut your nail off or your finger off, you're gonna be sad. So make sure you always have like a grip, kind of like this on your knife. And if you get good knives, you won't have to worry about much pressure when you go down on the cutting, but not everybody has a good set of knives to use, so just be careful. And then usually you're supposed to use your knuckles to kind of guide you, but that's just a bad habit of mine, so don't follow that. At least follow how you hold the knife. Okay. So that other hand, I have chopped a little piece of nail off before, so be careful. Alright, so we got our onion, celery, and now I'm only going to do half of the mini potato. Just cut it right in half, and that's it. So I'm gonna cut it in half just like that. Alright, this one is a little bit bigger. I'm gonna cut it in threes, but usually they're this little, so cut it right in half. We got some red potatoes, some yellow potatoes in here. It's whatever you prefer. I love red and yellow potatoes, so the combination of the two is just perfect for me. Okay. Okay, I think this is our last one. Yeah. Cool. So we got our potatoes chopped, and then we'll leave our onions whole. I'm gonna cut like imperfections like that off. But yeah, we're gonna leave our carrots. Why y'all correct me? We need to leave our carrots as they are, baby carrots. We cut up our potatoes, celery, and onions. So now, what we're gonna do is, in our crock pot, this is our crock pot dish. In our crock pot, we're gonna put just a few ingredients at the bottom because I just love when the pot roast cooks down and all the juices kind of fall to the bottom of the crock pot, and then all those veggies and stuff that were at the bottom kind of get the juices like really cooked into them. I love that. So I'll put a little veggie at the bottom, and then I'll put some veggies at the top too. So I'm gonna layer the bottom with just like a few veggies here. So if you look here, I'm going to throw in some potatoes, throw in a few carrots, some celery at the bottom, and then some cool. So this is our starter veggie here. This is what we're gonna start with here. And right now I'm going to put the pot roast right on top of this and season it right on top of this. Here we have our beef chuck roast. And I didn't tell you earlier in the video, but it's about 3 pounds, it's almost 3 pounds. And so we have that here, rinsed, and then I'm gonna season right in the crock pot just so all my veggies will be seasoned as well. Everything will get that seasoned flavor. So I'm just gonna go ahead and season. And the thing is, you can't be scared to season, okay? You can't be nervous about how things are gonna, you know, if it looks like it's too much, it's probably just enough, right? So, because it's a huge cut of meat, it's literally a huge cut of meat. So you have to season as if you were seasoning, you know, if it was chopped up and you had the spread of meat all over. So you kind of got to season as the meat weighs. So I season both sides. So I'm just gonna go ahead and salt and pepper the first side. And then I'm gonna add our garlic powder. Don't be alarmed, y'all. This is for 3 pounds of meat and veggies. And when it's gonna cook through, y'all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip the pot roast and then season at the time. So all those seasonings just gonna drip right down into the veggies we had at the bottom. So now I'm gonna get the other side of season. Salt, pepper, and when I cook, I rarely use kosher salt, like actual table salt. I always use Lawry's anytime I cook. So that's just me. So we're gonna go heavy on the onion, heavy on the garlic. Love it here. Everybody's doing just fine. Perfect. So, although my pot roast right now looks a little white, trust and believe it's gonna turn out perfect. The veggies and everything, the potatoes and everything will be just gonna taste great. So basically I'm just gonna add all my other ingredients right on top. So the rest of my onions, my celery. Oh, actually, I need to put my secret weapon in, my cream of mushroom. So actually, let me throw that in first. Well, throw that in now. Since I forgot to throw it in. And this is a bigger can, a larger can. I usually just use the Campbell's, but we were shopping at Aldi, so I ended up just grabbing this. So I'm not gonna use the whole thing. But this is gonna make it creamy. Look at that. Okay. So cream of mushroom. Get it all in there. Excuse me, that's my stomach saying, why is the pot roast not ready right now? Okay, and that's all I'm putting there. Enough to coat that top. I'm gonna keep at it. Being hopeful that the rest of my potatoes and carrots gonna fit up in here. And it's just everybody trying to fight for their position up in here. But I think we gonna make it. And then the pot roast gonna cook down, right? So it won't be this big when it's finished. But that is basically it. Just wipe my hands a bit. Yeah, so that's basically it for the pot roast. Now I'm gonna add just a bit of water. You can also, I usually add low sodium chicken broth, but we don't have any right now. So I'm just gonna add a small amount of water, not even, let's say about a half a cup or so of water, because you don't want it to be too liquidy, because the pot roast is gonna let out the liquids. With the cream of mushroom in here, that's gonna be a liquid as well once it cooks down. And so you don't want too much broth, because you already will have that broth once it starts to cook. So just a small amount of water I add, usually down the side, so it gets to the bottom with the rest of the veggies. And yeah, it's all prepped to go. So tomorrow morning, I will get up and I'll put this on at about, let's say 7:30. And so I'll cook it on low all day, and it should be ready by 5. Dinner should be done by 5. So that's it. That's how it's prepped, the pot roast. I will again tune back in the morning to let you all see me, start the pot, add my water, and obviously you'll see the finished product when it's done. So thanks for watching this prep, and make sure you stick around for the final product. Okay, y'all, so we're back. It is 7:50 actually a.m. I said 7:30, but whatever. So we're gonna put this on. I have my pot roast and everything right out the fridge. I added some water to it and kind of mixed the sides a little bit, but here we are. So this is what's gonna go on. I'm gonna put the lid on there. I have it plugged in, and I'm gonna just let it sit here. And I'm gonna cut it on low, and it's gonna start to cook low and slow all day. And we'll be back around 5 o'clock to check and see how it's doing. So there we go. Alrighty, hey guys, hey, it's me, I'm back. I basically want to show you all it may not be the final result because I'm not sure if it's done yet. I have to test it with a fork, but I'm going to show you all the pot roast. So here we are, and it's about 5 o'clock. It's about 5 o'clock, and this has been going on low all day. Y'all know I put it on at about 750. So this is how we looking. Ooh, it's literally the house smells delicious right now. But y'all see all that goodness floating to the top? Oh my goodness, wow. Yeah, I'm not gonna take it off or cut it off right now. I'm gonna mix all this stuff up in here. Let everything kind of settle together. But ooh, there go that roast. Let's see. See how it cut. Ooh, stick. Ooh, did y'all see that? I just threw my spoon right through it. Okay. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to like do this and hold the camera. Not a professional. Oh, not a professional. But I can cut right through the meat. So the meat is done. Look at that piece. Let's see if we can. Ooh. Ooh, yep. Yep. Oh my God, yep. So yeah, there you go. That's that roast right there. I'll probably let it go for another 30, 45, just so everything can get mixed on around in here. But once this is done, this is done. This is dinner. The boys gonna be happy with that. Perfect. All right, y'all. So thanks for tuning in to my pot roast dinner. I hope you enjoy cooking with me and seeing the prep and then also the finished product. Hopefully you can cook this too. And if you do, tag This Is Life with Amber on YouTube and on Instagram. And I want to see y'all final results too. Have a happy and safe holiday. And we'll get cooking again soon. All right, bye.